Hey lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. My video today is directly for the naturals. I feel that I haven't done a video that is directly showcasing what options there are for naturals who are natural, who want to stay natural, who want to rewind from a relaxer and be natural. I feel like there's so many options, or at least there's quite a few options, and I haven't talked about it on my channel. So again, I want to bring a video of reference in the library for you guys to click on. If you have any questions, then at least you have a video that answers all of those questions. Now, bearing in mind, I am in the UK, and in the UK, these are the options that I know that are available. Products come out all the time saying that they do this, saying that they do that, and I'm tired. Some of the things that I'm going to talk about in this video are specifically things that I have tried for many years, have been introduced, and are foolproof work. So I'm not bringing anything that's too new. I'm not talking about anything that's that you probably have not heard of. I have got specific videos that will probably explain some of the things that I mentioned. So some things will be just brushed over and some things will be talked a little bit more in depth. And the number one factor that I want to talk about is your hair in its natural state. Curly hair, it plays with my patience, and I'm talking about my own curly hair. My curly hair played with my patience. I want to note here that I am currently, and have been in the last year, unlearning the 2A, 2B, 3A, 3C, 4A, 4B, 4C type hair. When I became a hairdresser, when I became a professional hairdresser, after I learned about this guide, this hair chart, I pretty much tried to stick to it because I felt like it helped clients really gauge where their hair fit in this, you know, chart. But as obviously I have gone on in my career, I have always said to my clients that if you have 4C hair, you will find that there are different types of textures in your hair. If you have 3A hair, you might find that you've got a little bit of 4C, you've got a little bit of 4A. So now I'm just saying, learn your hair. The chart is there to help guide you, but I really don't want people to get stuck in the, you know, in the structure of my hair is 4C and 4C only. I know for me personally, my hair is technically, according to the chart, of 4C, but I know people whose texture goes way beyond mine. Where do they fit into the chart? So because of that, I find that a lot of people find themselves very confused and almost alienated because they don't fit into said chart. So now I'm just saying, learn your hair, learn what works with it, learn what doesn't work with it, and just be patient. Be patient. And also, don't be under any illusion. Your hair will do what it does. Moisturize it and you'll get the best out of your hair. Just learn your hair. And if you can find a hairdresser that will learn your hair with you, then you have a win-win. There are a plethora of there's a plethora of information out there, and I find that because of the charting system, a lot of people have been bamboozled and have tried to do things that will never suit their hair, and a lot of misinformation has been put out there. So I'm going to try and make it my mission to try and re-educate myself and also share the information with you about this. So that's number one. Learn to love your curly hair as is before you step into any other realm. One of the options that you may have is a silk press. So what a silk press is, it's temporarily straightening your hair. Now, back in the day, we used to call it a hot comb, but we have moved on. We now have new titles and names for things that have been around for centuries. Now we call it a silk press. And what a silk press is, it's basically straightening your hair either with a hot comb or with straighteners. I use straighteners, and what that does is it temporarily straightens your hair into your next wash. Now next is what I call the wash out silk press, and what this is basically a do-it-yourself. You can find them in retail shops, you can find them at professional salons, you can pretty much find them anywhere. I don't think that many people know about these products, especially in the UK, because when I mention it, no one knows what I'm talking about. But These do exist, and what they are is for the people that want to have their hair done but can't make it to the salon, or they can make it to the salon, I don't know. But for people to get their hair straight, but this product will last in your hair for 1 to 2 washes. Normally they say 1 wash, but some people say that it stays in their hair for the next wash. But what that does, it just gets rid of immediate frizz. It tames your hair a little. It has a little bit of keratin in it, but not enough for it to do anything to your hair. And like I said, it lasts 1 to 2 washes. Most of the time, just 1 wash. The next treatment is probably the most popular. They are smoothing treatments, and these treatments are specifically targeted at us. So, you know, these treatments are your texture releases. Design Essentials does one. So I'm going to name a few of the products that I know of that do these treatments, but a lot of brands have their own version of their amino acids based smoothing treatments, which have a little bit of keratin inside. These are very similar to keratin treatments, however they have less upkeep than a keratin treatment. Keratin treatments are completely different. Smoothing treatments have less upkeep and tend to be a little bit cheaper than a keratin treatment. These treatments are great for humidity. They're great for managing your hair at home by yourself. They're great for keeping your curly hair whilst making your life easier at home. They're great for versatility. They basically are what you would call the best of both worlds. They are for the people that want to remain natural, keep the integrity of their hair, but don't really want to commit to anything, but are willing to commit to something semi-permanent. So these are your semi-permanent treatments, and they have quite great reviews. They have great feedback, and people tend to think that their hair grows better with those treatments. Now, I'm not going to say too much because I have made specific videos about these treatments, and I have done specific videos showcasing what these treatments are, and I will link them below for you guys. But smoothing treatments with amino acids are available for those that want to take a little bit of a plunge but don't really want to go to the permanent side. Now, next is a keratin treatment. Now, a keratin treatment is literally is what it is. It's a keratin treatment. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a little bit different to a Brazilian blow dry, but keratin treatments and Brazilian blow dry kind of live on the same line. They are kind of neighbors, if not the same sometimes a little bit different, but I'm going to put keratin treatments / Brazilian blow dries are, in my eyes, practically the same thing. There's a little bit of a difference, but I'm going to put them in this category because I would say that these are a lot more harsher, and they require a little bit more care. Normally, a keratin treatment actually needs to be upkept with keratin products. So they normally have an aftercare product line that goes with it that you can take home to maintain your treatment. They last a little bit longer and tend to start from 3 months rather than 2 months like the smoothing treatments. What you will find with the keratin treatments is that it gets rid of humidity a lot better than smoothing treatments. And again, even though they have very similar steps to smoothing treatments tend to be a 4-step system. That being said, it doesn't always, it really depends on what products you are using. Most of the keratin treatments I have come across, your hair does revert. I just find that it works better on looser textured hair rather than the kinkier textured hair. Now, this section of the video is all about the more permanent treatments. We're all familiar with these, and I have seen variations of what these chemical treatments are, but I'm here to tell you, a texturizer, a relaxer, both the same thing. They're just different versions of a relaxer. A texturizer is a very mild form of a relaxer, so it won't relax your hair straight, and a relaxer is a relaxer. So a texturizer is very mild. And when I say very mild, really depends on what products you are using. I haven't tried everything, but from what I have tried, most of the texturizers that I have tried tend to loosen your curl pattern a little bit and make your hair more manageable. However, it is a permanent thing. You will have to grow your hair out or cut your hair off if you want to get rid of a texturizer. And so with a texturizer, I find that clients again get the best of both worlds. With a texturizer, you are less than likely going to keep your curls because your curls will definitely drop. And this is for people that don't really want their hair to be too much out there. They want to kind of keep their hair a little bit more down here, but they also want to keep the thickness of their hair, but they just want it to be a little more manageable. With a texturizer, you can come and get your hair texturized 2 to 3 times a year. The commitment is a lot less than a relaxer, and again, I always say leave it up to you and your stylist to decide how you're going to do that. Texturizers can be used on pixie cuts, as I've mentioned in other videos, and I really like texturizers. They're actually one of my favorite things to do, because I feel like people that have texturizers actually maintain their hair really healthily. And last but not least is our famous baby girl, the relaxer. And the relaxer's been around for years. We know what a relaxer is. It's the most permanent of all the products that I've mentioned today, and it's also one that needs the most upkeep as far as I'm concerned to all the things that I've mentioned today. Again, with a relaxer, I always say speak to your professional, speak to your hairstylist, and use a professional system. And if you're not using the professional system, make sure you follow the manufacturer's instructions. Okay? There are lots of urban legends that come with relaxers that I would like to kill, but that's for another video. But again, I just wanted you guys to know what the options are out there for you guys, and yeah. And again, as with all my videos, my aim is to educate and help you guys see what options are out there for you. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and let me know any sort of video that you would like to see, because I'm on a roll. Can you tell? I'm on a roll. So I hope that this video has helped, and I'll see you on my next video. Peace.